Florence to Venice, Venice, is in tunnels that you don't see much. Okay, I am now in Venice, and I am now have my room, which is in CHR-INT. In fact, it's the room with the right above the door there. And the sun's starting to come out through the fog, so that's a good thing. I don't have a boat. Wish I had my kayak, maybe. How cool it is to live around here and have a boat. Not sure how you get underneath that bridge. Main canal is down there. This is Carnereja or something like that. Anyway, it's where the Jewish ghetto used to be. I'm going to cross this bridge and go over and explore that area. The sun out makes it really cool, really nice. I mean, my first reaction is how it reminds me of living at the beach for 14 years. That hazy sea air, if you will. It's so colorful, it's amazing. Some dog owners pick up their dog crap. Nice to know. The way everything is delivered into here from the mainland. What's probably most impressive about Venice is that it's sitting on clay on top of, wood pilings on top of clay. I didn't realize that Venice has an international airport, but obviously it must. Looking back now towards the center of town, I'm guessing that is St. Mark's Basilica, but I could be dead wrong. My hero! Funky little house or building, you can only imagine what its history is. First little back street off the canal. As I walk along here, you won't be able to notice it, but when there is no surface, it's completely flat. Even as I pan around through here, it's just a rolling, slight rolling surface. Makes you wonder how they can build these 4-story, 5-story, and then the 6-story buildings that the Jewish people had around their square, which we're slowly working our way towards. Just to orientate you as I prop up my map on a dumpster, we're probably about somewhere right in here. In fact, probably right at that point right there. We had just looked at the water from there. Here's the railroad here, so off in this direction where that causeway is the access to the mainland over there. It's my goal to wander back down through here and over to this, I think it's probably easier to know where you are in Venice when you're walking around like I do, because you confront canals on a continuing basis with only a few bridges, relatively speaking. So kind of easy, I think, to figure out where you're at. And I think we're at the Ponte Moro, which we're going to cross. It's all kind of pretty. It seems so far everywhere. There's little parks wherever it's possible to give some sense of green to what is otherwise just a pile of buildings. If you're a person who spent their days reminiscing about lost loves, this would be, or something important, this would be a lovely place to live. But yet again, I don't know what I would do here. Colors here are pretty. I noticed on the way on the train from Florence, although it was a foggy day, everything seemed to be a rather blah color of white, and the most interesting were the red tiled roofs. But here they're different colors. And so far I haven't seen anything motorized on walkways like Vespas, certainly not cars. I haven't even seen any bicycles. Probably an important house of some sort in the past. Here's a pretty iron bridge. This looks like the entrance, or one of the entrances to the Biological Gardens down below. Interesting fountain type of stuff. Some kind of serpent. And a flying serpent beneath it. Looks like I'm walking into an area that's heavily old homes. Notice there an awning. I've never seen something like that. A mechanical awning system. Plus all the typical hardware on the outside. And notice there are more homes. Notice this elegant wall. Must enclose and protect a large estate, or what once was a large estate. Looks like some tower building up there somewhere. Another elegant house. Look at that double stairway like Fontainebleau, I think it was. Some of the architecture we can see from here, like curved banister up there, this curving stairway of which it's only half of. Give a little hint of what's behind there, not to mention the stately trees. The walls themselves and the trees suggest we may not be the Medici, but we're not slouches. This looks like some kind of a local city park, but for some reason you can drive into it. So I'll walk around a little bit and see what I can see. What a pretty refuge in the city. I don't know if this was ever privately owned, but when we get to those top of those steps and turn around, I think we'll see this could have been beautifully laid out gardens cascading down towards the city. Maybe great views of the Duomo. As I say, a pretty little refuge from the cacophony of the city. Dark when there's no sun, but probably quite pretty when there is some. You have to be careful walking around here, particularly when it's wet, because there are acorns on the step and they slide right out from underneath you. As usual, this morning it's been raining all night long, all morning. So far I'm en route to Pitti Palace, wandering the streets en route of the river, which is straight ahead of me, I think.